Hey, everybody. Sorry about the slight delay, but we are here. We are ready, and Shifty Sunday starts right now. Check it out.
Hi, everybody. I'm a big boy, Tommy Doe.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Shifty Sunday. I'm your host with the most that likes drinking Coca Cola with his toast, Hebrew77, along with Amazon Lion, Sagittariusly speaking, Sandy Diva, and Jeff Zanzibar. Welcome to the show, everyone, and I'm glad to have you guys on the panel. We'll start with you tonight, Saggy, since you don't really get a whole lot of opportunities to say a whole lot. I figure I would throw the mic to you. What do you think?
I think that we're at the calm before the storm. We're going to go into election season this fall. And we're going to start seeing more Trump rallies and a lot more heated political maneuvers. But will one side be able to out psyop the other side? That is the question.
To be or not to be? Who is it going to be? Who's going to be in the forefront? Who's going to be the man with his finger behind the button, if you will?
But I think that we're at the calm before the storm. We should enjoy this time while it lasts, because before you know it, you're going to start hearing nothing but stuff about the election.
Amen to that, brother. It's going to be it's going to be election this and election that, and this guy did that, and that guy did this, and yada 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 yada. It really will be. And I'll tell you what. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of it all already. I mean, for real. It's getting to be too much. It's almost like I'm sitting back and I'm watching a movie and I'm just waiting for the final climax of the film. I'm waiting for the ending. I'm waiting for that moment where the guy says, there's a lot of things going on in this world, but between you and me, none of it amounts to hella beans. And you might as well tuck your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye, because if things don't change and they don't change fast, then we're going to regret it. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but it'll be soon for the rest of our miserable lives. That's all I have to add to that. Yep.
Well said, my friend. Well said. But just the other day was March the 20th, or May the 20th. What is it? April the 20th.
April is.
Yeah.
It's one of
I
those.
knew it was I knew I'd get it sooner or later.
Well, the days do kind of just blend in one on top of the other, don't they?
Yeah. I know a lot of people were partaking in that.
But it does seem like, oh, I don't know how to phrase it. Like, it almost seems like either a boxing or a wrestling match where people are pitting one person up against the other and there's no middle. Like, there's no one in the third party. Like, we do have a two-party system, and that seems to be really, to me, in my opinion anyway, one of the biggest problems that we are now facing. We've faced for quite a few years now, actually, as they say that we have a choice. They make it seem like we have a choice. They pretend like we have a choice, but really, do we? Do we have a choice in the matter? I mean, even if you're getting out there and you're voting, like they say, if you don't vote, you're the problem, you're to blame. But I think it's the opposite. I think that if you vote, you're the problem, you're to blame, because you're the one that pitched in and helped with the corruption. You helped with the whole mess. And I may be alone. I might be the minority in all of this, but I do think it's quite the opposite. Like, people say you don't have the right to complain if you don't vote. But I say that if you do vote, or, like, if you do vote, you don't have the right to complain because you voted for him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get at. I do believe.
Yeah, I hear you. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, RFK, Splatter 420 brings up a good point. I do like RFK, although I do think someone needs to give him like a something for his sore throat. He sounds like he's always got how I've been clearing my throat here last few minutes. He always sounds like that. Like, he always needs to clear his throat. Nothing against that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. You ever notice that though? Does anybody, am I alone in that thinks that he sounds like he's always hoarse?
I don't know what you're talking about in any way, shape, or form. You totally lost me.
Oh, RFK, JF. I can't think of what his full name is, but Kennedy, the Kennedy guy.
Okay. Which one? The one that was assassinated?
Well, no, not the one that was no. I can't think of his name. Please, someone in the comments, please put his full name in there, because honestly, I can't think of it right now. But it's who Splatter 420 is referring to. He seems to want the same or have the same values as Trump, but he doesn't have the same checkered past, And I know a lot of Trump's so-called checkered past is made up by the media. I get that. But I do think that somewhere it's kind of like a stereotype. Yeah. When you say a stereotype against a person, like all Italians are mafia guys, somewhere in between that statement, there is some truth to it. Like, maybe not all Italians are mafia guys, but there are some Italians that are mafia guys, and maybe not all Irish guys drink whiskey, but there is a lot of them that do. The stereotypes are stereotypical for a reason. Like they didn't just come out of the blue sky, is what I'm trying to say. And when you look at it that way, you think about Trump, and you know, not everything the media is saying about him is true. In fact, probably a good 95% of what they're saying about him is all lies. But there's got to be at least one or two or maybe three of those things that you kind of turn your head and go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand a few things that he does, like him selling those shoes. At first, I thought it was kind of questionable. And then I'm like, well, yeah, he needs to make money for his campaign because they're taking it all. You know, he's got all these lawsuits against him and all this. That judge that ordered him to pay all that money because the judge is stupid and doesn't realize what real estate and Mar-a-Lago really is worth. And they thought he was making that up, you know, or not making that up, but embellishing, which I don't think he was. I think whatever figures that he gave them has got to be at least partial, or at least I would say it would have to be almost spot on. Even though I don't know anything about real estate, that is, when you look at the property and you look at, you know, it's a mansion. It's a mansion on its own island, for crying out loud. It's got to be worth millions. So whatever figure he probably gave the bank, and the bank agreed to it, by the way. So there's another thing. It's like, if the bank agreed to it and they didn't have a problem with it, then why does the state of New York? I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of his morals and his values, but I agree with a lot of his policies. I agree with, we need to protect our borders. I agree with, of course, we need to protect our children. I agree with, we need to open up the oil industries again, and get a lot of factories back here in America. You know, that stuff that he implemented when he was president, and that stuff that Biden, first day of office, he comes in, very first thing he does is shut down almost 50% of all the oil wells. Well, I'm not quite sure of the exact number, but it was a high percentage. And I mean, it was one of the first things he does. Second thing he does is stop the funding for the building of the wall. And now you have these, and I don't want to get too political, but now you have the left twisting things and getting it backwards, where they say, well, you know, my ancestors came over from such and such, and they were immigrants too. But here's the thing: back then, when your ancestors came over from wherever, like Ireland or Italy or even Mexico, even that, like way back when, things were different. People were coming here looking to get a better life for themselves. And I'm sure that there are still some people that are doing that. And I'm not saying that. But the other thing is, they had to go through the proper channels. They had to go through, you know, getting their immunization shots, and they had to get tested for certain diseases and stuff. And they had to make sure they weren't like criminals, you know, major criminals or anything like that. So they did everything legal, all the paperwork, all the come in here to work, and they would get their work visas and stuff. And they did everything legal. My great grandparents, for example, they came over from Sicily, and they stayed here and they got a work visa. And then later on, they got their papers and they got their American citizenship. They took the test. So there's a huge difference. There's a very huge difference between wanting to let in people who are wanting to come here the right way, who are wanting to come here to better their lives and have a better way of life than people who want to come over here and bring in their drugs and the S trafficking and all that other stuff and the drug trafficking. You know, you didn't have all that back then. You know, I'm sure there was some, but not like you do now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what we're trying to protect ourselves from. And the other thing is they're two-sided about it. You know what I mean? Like they come in, they say, "Oh yeah, go ahead, come in, come on in." And now the city of New York is filled with all these illegal immigrants, and they're taking over the jobs. They're taking over the hotels where there are homeless people who are living on the street. There are veterans who are veterans of this country who are living out in the streets, who don't have a place to sleep, who don't have food to eat, but yet they take all the illegal immigrants and they put them up in hotels. They give them food to eat. They give them food stamps. They give them workers' benefits. They give them all the jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just ridiculous. That's overdoing it. That's too much. There needs to be laws in place. There needs to be restrictions. And whether you build a wall or not, we need more protection, you know, from our military to protect our borders. I know I just spilled a lot right there. It's a lot to take in, but go ahead, you guys, comment on it if you want to.
Well, the counter argument is they're cheap, efficient labor, and they also help support the Democratic vote.
Yeah.
So to a Democrat, they make sense. All that you said makes perfect sense.
Amazon Line, what do you think about all or any of this? I know you had some thoughts about it. We were talking in private, you know, outside of doing a live stream. Would you like to share those thoughts?
I couldn't possibly because I don't remember.
Oh, that's funny. Well, the thing is, I know you went on a rant about it, so that's why.
I do. I mean, I'm scared to death for, you know, the economy. I know there's a state, it's the highest tax state. They're getting ready to double their taxes. Food prices will go up. Gas will go up. A lot of things will go up. They're putting a lot of us in the hole. And I sure won't be voting for somebody that doesn't even know they exist half the time. And whoever did that should be ashamed. I actually feel for the guy. But I wouldn't vote for such person.
You know what's you say that, but you know what though? Even when he's not there most of the time, I'll agree with that. And that's not his fault. Obviously, he has dementia and whatnot have you. But when he is in it, and the years before that, he was still a mean, dirty, creepy, dumb son of a bitch, even before the dementia and all that. I mean, there's even a documentary, and oh, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, there was a leak. Someone had taken a diary, his daughter's diary. This is probably old news, I guess, but it's worth repeating, I think, is to say that she felt uncomfortable with him. He would take showers with her, and she even used a word that I'm not allowed to use on YouTube, but it starts with an M, and I'll let you guys go from there. But She said that he did that to her. So even without the dementia and without being, like an old man, whatever, he was still a dirty, low down, no good for nothing. And I'm sorry, Hunter Biden. I know you're listening to this, and this is probably offending you, but he was still all those things for real. Do you guys agree or disagree?
Well, I've seen the pictures in the video where he puts his hands on their shoulders and puts his head down by their face. In a creepy old uncle kind of way.
Mm-hmm. I know that. I've seen those. And yeah, so I mean, we could sit here and say we feel bad for him and they shouldn't have had him in there in the first place and yada, yada, yada. But either way, he was still a creepy old man before all this started happening. So,
Well, I know I feel the same way on that part too. But once a human being reaches the point of dementia, they're not always going to be there, and it just keeps going from there.
Right.
He should be being taken care of somewhere.
Right.
Not being in the position that he's in.
I agree. And really, who we should be blaming the people who are surrounding him, who are the ones who are actually in charge, the ones who themselves may have dementia or problems with cognitive ability because they're old. They're all old. They need to go. There's a lot of them that have stayed in there. I mean, you look at people like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders. Although, I mean, look how long they've taken the chairs. You know what I'm saying? They need to go. It's just that simple. But of course, it's not simple. But I don't know. I'm going to throw it to you, Saji. I know you have a lot of good insight on this stuff.
Not really. I mean, I don't follow it like I used to be quite honest with you. I mean, I think the two front runners are still Trump and Biden. I don't think there's any questioning that. Anybody that there's no other names thrown in the hat that have any substance or value as a real contender. So we're looking at that. There's I mean, so basically we're looking at a repeat of last election, and it's going to be a production like it was last time. Are they going to magically close some polls in a certain state until they have enough for Biden to win and then reopen? I don't know.
Well, that's what a lot of people think, that there's going to be that. Plus, there's going to be the fact that a lot of states are going to be trying to take Trump off the ballot. That's one thing that they're thinking is also going to happen, besides what you just said. And it's all just a shit show, really, when it comes down to it. And it's going to be. I mean, even let's say, for the sake of argument, that Trump does get in there. Let's say he gets past all these obstacles that they are throwing at him and does all that and gets elected, blah blah blah. And even if he gets in there, is he really going to be able, within 4 years of the time that he's in there, is he really going to be able to reverse the damage that Creepy Joe did? Because, I mean, honestly, it would take it would take 2 terms to even make it manageable, in my opinion.
It would still be 4 years of a Republican ran White House, not a Democratic ran one.
That's true. And I really hope that that happens. And I hope that, he puts in those things that he said he was going to put in. And honestly, if he does get elected, he will do what he says he's going to do. I honestly believe that, because he did it the first time. He did everything he said he was going to do. The only thing I didn't like about Trump's whole presidency was the whole C word thing, how he handled it, and him coming out with the jab. And that was the only thing really I didn't like, but he really didn't have a choice when you think about it. Like, he kind of had his hands tied on that whole deal. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll let Sandy weigh in here. She's on top of these things. Sandy, what do you think? Have you been listening backstage?
I have not. I just heard a sentence. Hello, everyone. Hi,
No.
Shaji. Hi, Amazon Lion.
Hello, hello.
Do you want to repeat? Maybe I put my 2 cents in that I did not hear.
Oh man. Where do I start? I
A
was
short, summary, a little recap. That's all.
okay. Well, we were just basically talking about Trump and Biden, and I was saying how even if he gets in there, even if he gets through all the obstacles that he has to manage to get in there,
We will.
do you honestly think that 4 years is long
No.
enough?
No, not at all. No, that actually, those 4 years are when we should be looking at other candidates to carry on the torch.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take, it took 40 years for us to get here. It's probably going to take 40 to get it back to the way it was, unfortunately. Maybe 20.
Wow.
But I mean, this is a long time. I mean, this
Mm-hmm.
has been going on much longer than 40 years. It's just that it really started taking hold in the 80s and the 90s. Like the 80s, they were already pushing Earth Day, and those little things that you didn't think were an issue, that you were like, oh, okay, that's fine, yeah, I'll get behind that because everybody's being forced to do it in school. Why not? Those little things, it was little baby steps. The baby steps brought us there, and every time we said okay, they took 2 more baby steps, and the baby steps became regular steps, and now they're taking giant leaps and bounds. So it's going to take a while. It's not going to be fixed like that, but a lot can be fixed like that. Like, for example, the things happening in the cities because of the thing that's happening in the South. That was literally just a signature on a piece of paper that changed all of that. And all it would take is, see, here's the thing: the laws are already there. They just need to be enforced. you know. So it's literally, a lot of things can be fixed literally overnight. But the root of the problem is a long con that's probably been happening for about a century.
Right.
And that is not going to be fixed overnight. Definitely not in 4 years. It's all about moving forward and not letting. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever asked yourself why all the cities are blue?
No, not really. Just kind of went along with it.
Okay, so I guarantee if you look it up, each city has a home rule charter. And what the home rule charters did was it reorganized the districts to make Democrat voters have a bigger voice. And that is how, I don't care what anyone says. if you look at the odds, it's always 0. It's literally impossible. Yet here we are. It is impossible for Philadelphia to have Democrat leadership for 73 years straight. And that's not even the worst. Like, I think San Francisco's like at 109 years. That's impossible.
That's one state that's in our state.
Right.
That's one city that's really in trouble right now. Like they're
right. But what I'm trying to say to you is, if you look, not all of the blue cities in America, but a lot of the big blue cities in America have had Democrat leadership for an insane amount of time. And I'm talking about straight, like 73 years straight.
What about Portland?
I haven't looked at Portland. I can look right now, though.
I bet Portland's one of them.
But I can tell you that it's literally impossible for that to happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody, like, it's starting to annoy me when I hear like conservative YouTubers say, "You voted for this." Well, actually, no. If you think Biden's in office, those same people that say we voted for this will say, "Oh, that the Biden thing is not up on the up and up." They can say that that's not on the up and up, but they think what's happening in our cities is on the up and up. Like, really? 73 years straight? Are you serious? Really? We didn't vote for this. We didn't vote for this. That's the thing.
That's a good point. We were talking about that earlier. I said, if you think that your vote actually counts, that it's I'm not saying, well, no, I'm not. Let me back up. I did say that, but I also threw in there, like, yes, it can make a difference sometimes, but most of the time, probably not.
Okay, so here's the thing.
That's what I said.
That there's a reason why I'm still registered Democrat. I am registered Democrat because my voice only matters voting Democrat. The reason why I say that is, one, again, 73 years of rule, one party state going on here, city. All right. Two, it allows me to vote in the primary, to vote for the one that's going to cause the least amount of damage. If I register as a Republican or an independent, my state does not allow me to vote in the primary.
You know
or I have to vote in the Republican primary, and what's the point of that? They don't win. They don't even campaign here. They have given up. They don't campaign. They don't even run. The guy who ran on the Republican ticket for mayor this year had to be forced to do it. Because they know there's no chance. And it's ever since the Home Rule Charter of 1951. I'm telling you, if people just need to look. But I'm going to Wikipedia right now, and let's see, the mayors of Portland. I got to get out of the Whig Party. Give me a moment. So starting with, okay, with the exception of Bud Clark in 1985, who is an independent, they have had Democratic leadership since 1980 straight.
Okay. That's not too bad.
The last Republican was 1979.
Okay.
For only 1 year. I don't know what happened there.
Well, still, though.
But the two before that were Democrat, then Republican, Independent, 2 Democrats. So it was normal, back and forth back then. Now, I will say, a time period in the 1800s to early 1900s, that pendulum swings, it was mostly Republicans. And I believe that's why the Home Rule Charters were created, to, break that string of Republicans happening. But now we're at the opposite end of the pendulum, where it's all Democrats and the Republicans can't get in. So I just think all these Home Rule Charters need to be thrown away and just let people vote and let the votes count. However, there shouldn't be a weight. There's like a weight to the voting system, and I don't like that. It shouldn't be like that. Not for cities. I don't know.
I got you.
But no, Portland is it's not as bad as the others, but still 79. You're talking almost 50 years.
Right.
That's a long time. 1980 of
I had a
straight
feeling.
Democrat rule. Come on, that's ridiculous.
I had a feeling it was that because of all the problems that's going on over there now. Not just now, but for years.
Yeah.
But it's gotten worse in most recent years, is what I'm saying.
And I'm sorry, the first Democrat, the Democrat, not the first one, the one after the independent, Bud Clark, is Vera Katz. 1990, Vera Katz. She was mayor of Portland.
Huh.
1993 to 2005. They can run for 3 terms of. That's weird. That's a long time for one person. There is a citation. Let me see what the citation is. Nope, it's just city elected officials. 93 to 2005. That's a long time.
That's got my vote too, Noise Guru.
The other ones are like 2005, 2008, 2009, 2012, 2013, 2016, 2017 to present. That's a long time too. Is anyone in the chat from that area? Did things get really bad in 2017 or was it before then?
I'm going to pause for just 1 second and give a shout out to Imaginary Imagination
Imaginationary Man.
Whew, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a tongue twister for me. I don't know why. Yeah, hi, dude. By the way, I like your eye patch. Kind of looks like what's his name from the Avengers, the leader. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. You know,
The Thing.
the Thing. Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson's character. Dang it! Why can't I?
Wait, what are you trying to figure out? Samuel L. Jackson's character in what?
Excuse me, the Avengers.
Oh, Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Nick Fury.
Oh gosh, I got a story actually I saw on the Matt Walsh show the other day about furries. I think we're allowed to share his clips because I've shared them before. But just in case, I should probably just talk about it. So now apparently there was a school, and I can't remember where it was, but there was a school where there was like 72 students that were protesting because the furries were chasing after them and they were biting them and stuff, and they were just getting fed up. They were getting sick and tired of it. And the teachers and the administration was all like, I don't know how they phrased it, but they were just like, well, if they want to dress up like animals and stuff like that, that's fine. You guys shouldn't be against it because phobic stuff and whatever. But it's like, okay, well, if they really, really, really identify as cats and dogs, then why don't you open up a can of dog food and a can of cat food? Serve them some pet food for lunch. Let's see just how far. Let's just see how far they'll really take this thing. You know what I'm saying? Just like, for real, dude. For real.
So you're gonna make them poop in the backyard?
Yeah, that too. Why not? No, they probably want to do that anyway, though. But for real, how bad is society getting where we're allowing? like, okay, Halloween, I can understand. That's fine. Like if you're going to a Comic Con, that's fine. I get it. You're going to dress up. But anything than that to me is just goofy. It's, you got a mental issue. I'm sorry. But if you're doing that, you need some counseling for real.
Or they just want attention.
Yeah.
Like they're literally an attention word I can't say on air.
Attention whore?
Yeah, oh yeah, I didn't think we could say that on air.
Yeah, we could say that.
Okay.
YouTube's
Just can't say it 3 times in a row.
Yeah. I think there actually is a certain amount, but I'm not monetized anyway, so we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Okay.
You know, as long as it doesn't go against the narrative. That is, let me be clear.
You just got restricted in Asia.
Oh my goodness, I should have known. Isn't that crazy though? You know what happened? What actually has happened to me here lately? I played part of a song, and and thank goodness they left it up because it was one of my most. It took me forever to make that video, but it's crazy that I got restricted partially in parts of the world for a song that I played, and I played that same exact song in other videos. But I think because it was kind of in the background in the other videos, and maybe a little like you couldn't really hear it. I think that's probably why it didn't get hit. But for some reason, that same song gets hit twice in one of my videos, where I guess it's just a little bit more clear. Do you notice that, Sandy, when you make videos? Like you'll get hit with a song or something, but if you have it just like in the background, or maybe you talk over it or something.
No, I don't. I use the app I use has music I can use without getting any copyrights. I just use that. Yeah.
That's
Now,
cool.
if you're talking about when I'm showing a Mandela effect, I get hit every time. Every time.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if I'm talking over it or not. It just gets hit anyway. But now they have this new feature where I can share the monetization with the creator, but it's got to be a creator that's down with that. Like Michael Jackson, forget it. His estate will strike me for 1 second, like that's 1 second of Michael Jackson music. It's horrible.
I wonder, like that's so crazy. I know we talked about it before, and they probably do get hit, but like you see videos all the time, YouTubers almost every day, like using music that you know is copyrighted. And I know they probably get a claim or whatever, but it's so weird. Like the same exact video, like if I shared a video that was the exact same video that they shared, I would get a strike, not just a copyright claim, but a damn ass strike. I know
Wow.
it.
I have never gotten an actual strike. I'm gonna knock on some wood. But I do know that like movie clips and stuff are like I don't get hit with them usually. But music, it's always music. It's always a problem. Unless it's Disney or National Geographic or PBS.
Oh yeah.
Those are the three that will. They don't care if
BBC.
BBC, that's another one. Yes.
Yeah.
There's certain ones you can't show anything that's moving.
Mm-hmm.
And if you might get away with it if you mute the sound, but that's the only chance you got. I do know that some YouTubers will say, guys, you know, these are bigger YouTubers, of course. So they'll be like, I know this video is not being monetized. So today's video is sponsored by da 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 da. You know, like because they know they're going to get hit because of music or but like there's like a guy, like all those channels, what is his name, something of rock. I mean, he's constantly pushing Zenny glasses. That's probably why, because all of his whole channel is music. Like, how can you make a channel around music on YouTube when they're going to strike your channel or take the monetization away constantly? I don't know.
No, dude. But I do know this much. We've done. Excuse me. Anyway.
Wait, there's a question in the chat that's
Wait. Who is it?
It's the Honorable.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hunter O'Brien.
Because if it was Go-Kart Bob, I was gonna say definitely don't answer that one.
Okay. I'm just something.
No, I'm just
well,
giving him shit. That's all.
I got you. The Honorable Honest Hunter O'Biden says, how come reaction videos to seeing, hearing, and music video for the first time don't get striked? They do. You just don't know it.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They get the red dollar sign and they can't monetize it. That's the way YouTube works. They just don't tell you. They're not being honest and telling everyone what's happening behind the scenes. That's all. Like, that would really suck to get 1 million views on something and then them say, you can't monetize because you played 10 seconds of a song.
Yeah, that's why a lot of YouTubers get sponsors or do the Patreon thing, you know.
That's why Patreon was started, because YouTubers were spending full-time jobs worth of hours of work and getting nothing for it.
Mm-hmm.
While YouTube just takes all the money that they get off, because they'll say that your content is not advertiser friendly, yet there's advertisements playing on that video that's not advertiser friendly, so you can't monetize it. Absolutely ridiculous.
Now oh boy, now he's getting me. What did I do? I was getting coffee.
I don't know. That's why I asked you, Go-Kart Bob.
I don't know, Bob. You know, I think you looked at me the wrong way. I don't know. Although I don't know how I would know that, since you're just a picture of yourself in a go-kart. So I don't know how that would work. But I don't know. What kind of coffee was it? What did you put in your coffee? You kidding me? We're in a frost disclaimer or warning. We're in a frost warning right now. That's crazy. Spring, when are you gonna get here, Spring? I swear, things are different.
Interesting. Hunter O'Biden says, I saw a channel playing music guests from SNL. They rotate the video 45 degrees and sometimes reverse the image, and they're allowed to use it then.
Yes. It's called a mirroring, where they do that. Yeah, I've seen videos like that.
I'll give it a shot. I'll go even further. I'll mirror it. I'll turn it upside down, and I'll bump the saturation all the way up and see if that, and like mess with the colors and see if I get away with it. I'll give it a shot.
Oh, I was just messing with you, Go-Kart Bob, man. Come on. I was just giving you shit, dude. I wasn't being serious. Did you have a question though? I did. If you did, I didn't see it. Honestly.
You would also think that me slowing it down,
yeah,
would not be the original, and that I've still got.
They do that too, where they speed it up. They speed up the voices.
Yeah, I've been doing it too. I've sped things up and slowed things down, and that doesn't seem to matter either. I still get hit.
Yeah, my Knight Rider little stop motion things I do. I have tried so many things. Last time, I thought I would get an 8-bit version of the theme song, and I did. And at first, they said there were no issues, and then after a couple hours, I guess gave people opportunities to watch it. People like that own the song, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I would get a copyright claim afterwards, and they'd be like, "Man, you guys said it was okay. What's up with that?" So I don't know. I don't know what you could do to sort of like change it and make it so that it's not, because YouTube says, they do say, anything that is slightly different from its original, that you can, like, it used to be 29 seconds, but now that's not even a thing anymore. So forget that. But they said, and that's part of the whole free, what's it called again? I forgot last time too. The FBI, copyright, not copyright free, but what's that called?
Not copyright free. I don't. You mean like fair use?
Yeah, fair use.
Okay.
For a long time, YouTube defined fair use as any
They still
song
do.
that you didn't even have to do much to it. Just change it just a little tiny bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could talk over it, or you can have yourself like in the corner commenting on it. And as long as you were doing that, that was under fair use. And now they still hit you for it.
They've always hit me. Fair use never existed on YouTube for me.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know I just sent 2 things. One should be in the second one should be in the memes with the message to Amazon Lion.
Ooh.
The other one is just, I think I found your dream car and I wanted to share it with you.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Is it? It's your dream car, isn't it?
That looks awesome. Look at that. Now I want to share this. Hold on. It's like a what do they call that when they mash a bunch of things together?
A mishmash? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would call it a mishmash, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's a mishmash custom car.
Oh, gosh.
And I believe this would be Hero's dream car. You got Kit, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, and the General Lee in there.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, okay, I see the General Lee now. Okay, I didn't see that a while ago.
And you got the lights in the front for Kit.
Okay, yeah. Am I sharing? I'm not sharing, am I?
You are sharing. You're sharing right now. Ghostbusters and Back to the Future, of course, because that's the base of the car.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't even see the kit. Where's the lights for? Oh, right here.
Yeah.
Okay. That is cool, dude.
Yeah. Oh, it's got the A-Team stripe. Nice call, Noise Guru. I didn't even notice that.
What's that?
The A-Team stripe is there, too.
Ooh.
Also, the coloring of the car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The different colors that we didn't know about that were supposedly always there. Sure they were.
Sure they were.
And it was the A-Team that van, that's a GMC van too.
Yep.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Thought you'd like it.
All right. Let's get back over.
But the
Huh?
other image I sent is supposed to be in the memes for Amazon Lion.
Oh, okay. So that's memes.
The other stuff I sent memes
Uh-huh.
before Amazon Lion, and then I just sent another image to add.
Oh, okay.
I sent like 5 of them that I've been saving for weeks. I don't know how Amazon Lion finds so many every single week. Great job, Amazon Lion.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I forgot to clap. Saji, come on, man. Show your support. I don't know why. I'm doing the one hand, you know.
Are you doing snaps?
He's
Oh.
been in a really snappy mood today.
No, I was doing that one's funny. Oh, I can't wait to share these. Okay. Yeah, let's, you know what? Oh my god, that is hilarious. Okay, let's
You peaked.
I did. I couldn't. Well, I couldn't. I had to get in there to.
I get it. I understand. It's okay.
So, but
Somebody's
hey,
supposed to say, let's show some memes.
yeah, let's get into it, man. What do you? By the way, what do you mean? Show some memes.
You know what I mean. Show some memes is what I mean.
Well, let's roll that beautiful meme footage already.
Rolling the beautiful meme footage right about now. Wait a minute, Captain. I'm having some issues here.
What happened, Captain?
No, you're the captain. I said it to you. I'm pretending to be Scotty right now. I'm giving you the memes, Captain. You know?
Well, she asked her husband for an 18-karat necklace.
Oh boy. Well, that's creative.
You didn't fail.
Yeah. I was gonna say like the way the economy's going, that's all you can afford.
That's too rich for my blood, too.
Bag of carrots is a cheat.
Well, you know what else is they can do kinky things now with those. Just saying. And I ain't talking about that kinky. I'm talking about eating the carrots off of her, by the way, for those who want to know. Let's keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Should I move on? Yes, let's move on. Okay, good. There we go.
Are you concerned about having ugly feet this summer? No worries. They have you covered.
I'm concerned about this picture right here.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah. Looks like actual feet.
Yes, it does. Ugh. I hate feet to begin with. I think that they're ugly. I don't like them. Yeah, I don't want to see this anymore. Now this I can handle.
Yeah, when you hit the spider and it runs under the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Man, that person's got some great leg strength.
I was going to say neck strength.
Well, yeah, true. And actually, the door, that's a strong door. Wow.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that picture was taken in a different perspective than you think it was. Because their hair is sticking up when it shouldn't be. And they look like they're comfortable. Too comfortable for that. I have no idea.
Well, it's probably photoshopped anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
They could have done it and then just photoshopped.
I just don't know what I'm looking at here. It's very bizarre.
Yeah, where are her hands? Like, this is
On
a
her lap.
Yeah.
That's a him. I think he's got a mustache.
Oh, is that a dude?
I don't know. I can't tell.
And exactly what is the pillow on?
That's what I'm wondering too. That's what I'm trying to say. This whole thing is just, it doesn't make sense. My brain is not computing this. Something's wrong there.
I'm saying let's move on. Because, yeah.
So this is Adam and God having a conversation. I want a perfect soulmate. Well, that'll cost you an arm and a leg. What can I get for a rib?
Oh my God, guys. I made the meanest joke earlier to someone. And I don't know if I should say this out loud, but oh my gosh. Okay, so Facebook has these annoying things where they'll try to get money from people by making them feel bad. They'll try to get likes and stuff. So there'll be this person who's an amputee, and they'll say, I have one wish. It's my birthday. And and oh my gosh. So there was this amputee. She was missing her arm and a leg. And oh my God, this is terrible. But I was like, if I were single, if I were single, I'd wish for, I'd give an arm and a leg to be with you if I were single. I mean, it's mean, but it's spam. All they're doing is trying to scam you guys out of likes and stuff. And so I get so tired of seeing it, and I'm just like...
That is true. They use images they get off of other people's profiles and stuff like that. It's horrible. Especially when they use the sick kids. Like, some of those kids are not alive. And then their parents see it circulating. And it's heartbreaking and it's disgusting.
So I give them whatever. You know, it's like, most of the time I'll ignore it, but sometimes I'll leave a comment just to see what I can. Yeah.
Sometimes I just want to take my $3 and run away.
God. I remember being a kid, and I think I did it one time, but I remember friends doing this where when you're a little kid, you would take like your backpack or whatever, and you would just pack it full of junk food and toys and be like, well, I'm running away. And then it'd be like your parents would let you just go. They'd be, all right, bye, see ya.
That was a funny video that was going around recently. Not recently, it's probably about a year or two ago now.
Oh, really?
The little kids saying they were running away, and mom's like, all right, bye. And she let him go, and he's like crying the whole way. And she's like, no, I didn't go. You can't come back. Go. She recorded the video of the kid walking away, stopping, looking back, crying.
Oh, man.
It's hilarious. She like packed his bags. I think that's why it was so funny.
Well, when I was like 5, I wanted to run away, so I packed a few items, including my teddy bear, in my suitcase. And I got to the end of the street, and then remembered I couldn't run away because I'm not allowed to cross the street by myself. True story.
I think I did something similar to that. I got to the end of the block, though. I got to the end of the block, and I was like, I forget what I got hungry or something. It was supper time or something, so I had to turn around and come back.
I never tried to run away. Never occurred to me to do so. At least that I know of. I'd have to ask my mom to double check that, but it's just something I never did.
Oh. No, I remember doing that at least once. And then your parents would have to just kind of let you do it, just let you see, because they knew you weren't actually going to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, I would have if I would have crossed the street by myself. But in my mind, I had to have an adult with me, and I didn't have one.
Right?
So I went back home crying. She said, "Why can't you run away?" I said, "Because I can't cross the street without a grown-up." This would be me if I worked in the front. When a customer says they want to speak to a manager and the manager tells them exactly what you said. Because you know my character.
Yeah.
Me, I'd just be like smiling like, I'm right.
It's just like when it's like, I want to speak to your manager. I am the manager.
When your boss asks you for proof you're in hospital.
I just realized what those were.
He has his earbuds up his nose and he's got the charger cord band-aid to his hand.
That's funny.
Creative.
Here's me. Therapist. So how have you been coping with everything? Me. Memes.
You know what? I gotta tell you, some of these that you find every week, and that there has actually been a couple that's been on Tyler's education, but some of these are really worth going on his show. I gotta tell you.
Just in case you're wondering, here's Tom Cruise without teeth.
Oh boy. Yeah.
The one on the right really sells it.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta get out of here with this.
How
Oh,
old
no.
white women be looking at you in public?
That is so true, though.
I'm pretty sure sometimes I get that look.
I know. I get that. I get that look when they introduce themselves as a they them. True story. Just saying.
I see.
Now, does anybody else start to feel this way? Just me and my to-do list ready for action.
Oh my gosh, who is this for real though?
Some kind of model.
Is that okay, I was thinking it was a singer or something.
Now that is definitely a ridiculous outfit that you'll see on the runway,
Oh boy.
and then it'll translate to the real world as like a suit with ruffles. You know, like it won't be. You know.
Right, it won't be too ridiculous.
Yeah.
Got you.
Now, I believe this might have been how this song started. I'm John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmitz. What's your name? Okay, you're not going to believe this. After watching a horror movie and you hear a spoon fall down in the kitchen,
Yep.
say, is that you?
I do this all the time, dude. It's like I love watching horror movies and I'll watch them with the light off. And it's like as soon as I hear like the most faintest noise, like I'll go, huh? What is that? I'll look behind me and swear something is in there lurking. That is so funny. But I'll tell you what happened to me one time, and I know this is just like not hallucination, but it's like a psychological thing. Right after I watched The Nun, I looked at my closet, I looked at my suit, and when I was looking at my suit that was hanging in my closet, I swear, like the jacket, because it's a black jacket, it turned like it almost morphed into The Nun. I saw that.
I can't believe you even watched it in the first place.
What, The Nun?
Yeah, who wants to watch a movie called The Nun? You know it's going to be super creepy.
Well, yeah, it was too. But I followed all of the Conjuring movies, so I had to watch that one, of course.
Gotcha. They are pretty scary. I watched the other Conjuring movies.
Yeah. But yeah, just for some reason, it's kind of like, you're going to get an ice cream headache if you eat ice cream too fast, but you just can't help yourself. Ice cream is too good, and you're just getting into it, and you're like, oh yeah, it's good. Ah, shit, my head. You know, it's going to happen. Same thing with horror movies. You know you're going to get scared from it, and you kind of want that. You want that scare, but at the same time, you know it's also going to like make you imagine terrible things are happening in your closet, you know? I'm just saying.
Beep, beep, mofo. Your hot bowl of cold food is ready.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? You know what I find is most effective? If you put something in for a certain amount of minutes and then you stir it and then put it in for another amount of minutes, like a bowl of chili, for example. Like I'll put a bowl of chili in for 3 minutes and then I'll stir it and then put it in for another 3 minutes. And for me, that's the perfect time, like 6 minutes for a cold ass bowl of chili that's been in the fridge. To me, that's the perfect time. But and there's some times where it works out perfectly, but there's other times where it's just like you're getting towards the middle of the bowl and you're just like, gosh damn it, this thing's cold.
What a lousy trip. It rained the whole time.
Yeah, that's them elephants. They're always complaining about something. But the way those giraffes are positioned behind the elephants doesn't look right, though. Just saying. Anyway, moving on.
Saw a person in our shower today. Gross.
Actually, if they really did, they wouldn't be alive to tell about it. So that probably didn't happen.
Right. I'm on a shower now.
Right? Smack.
That's how we looked to the rest of the bunch, and they're like, well, we're not coming out.
Man, could you imagine if there was a giant spider and it had a shower and you like, I don't know why you would be in its shower, but just imagine that was their house and you got in their shower. How would they like it? You know, just saying.
Draw me like one of your French girls. I'm glad you really like that one.
Why does he wear tidy whities? That's funny.
Because that's what potatoes wear.
Oh, okay. I had to ask. And look at the picture he's got so far. He's got him as a skinny. Oh, because he is drawing him like one of his French girls. Okay, I get it. Okay. That's a good little detail they put in there.
Oh, thank God. In the dark, I thought it was a pile of laundry.
Man, wouldn't that be nice? It's like, well, it would be nice and it would be scary at the same time. Like,
No, you'll be seeing me run out the window.
but just to know that you don't have to do laundry, though. I mean, it'd be worth the scary, slimy monster. To me, I don't know.
Not
I got a question. Couple things going on here, by the way. Besides the obvious, why do they have a picture of a firecracker on the wall? What is with that?
Maybe he's really into firecrackers.
Yeah, I guess so. And why do they have a music box over here that's broken? Did you notice that?
Oh, maybe it's just a jewelry box that's... I don't know. Well, yeah, that's a mirror, right?
Mm-hmm. Is that what that is, or am I seeing things?
I thought it was a jewelry box.
Okay.
And a photo behind it.
Is that broken, or is it just the design, I guess?
I think it's the design.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's like the jewelry box I had growing up, my mom had. It was like a wooden box, and you'd open it up, and it would have like a little drawer that popped up, and I see the little drawer.
Okay.
So you put like your earrings and rings in the drawer, which had like little things to stick the rings in, you know? And then, you know, you put your watches and your bracelets and necklaces in the bottom part or hang them up. But that looks like a photo behind it, so I don't know if it's, I don't know what that is. But there's a crown there too, so you go figure.
Yeah, go figure. Was that Jughead? Oh my gosh, is this Jughead? Look, he's got a photo of a firecracker and then a crown.
Yeah, and there's the crown.
You know, Jughead was kind of a prankster, so maybe that's him all grown up. He's married now.
Could be. Could be.
Why are we analyzing this meme so deeply? Oh, that's funny.
What a deal. Drive-through free straw with drink purchase.
God. You know what's sad now?
What's that?
Remember when condiments used to be free?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
We'd ask for like extra, well, for me, sweet and sour sauce with McNuggets. They would just dump piles of them in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, now you got to pay for those.
Well, in New Jersey, plastic straws, they're not banned, but like if you go to a convenience store and let's say you get a Slurpee, there are no straws. You have to ask for one at the register.
Really?
Yeah, that's how ridiculous they got here, yeah.
Oh, man.
And all of our lids for cups are like for example, at Wawa, the lid for the cups for like any of the fountain drinks are like coffee cups. They're sippy cups with a big hole for you to drink from. But no one wants to drink a soda like from a sippy cup like a 2-year-old.
No, that's stupid.
So now you have the straw just float in this big hole, and if you hit a bump on the road or something, you're getting whatever drink you have in that cup all over your car.
This is why you need to invest in one of those drink cups with the permanent straws, and that way you won't have that problem.
Yeah, no. because then you get mold inside those, like the little crevices
Oh, what
and
was
stuff,
that?
and I hate that. No, And then if you have to buy a straw. Then you got to buy a special cleaner for that straw to clean the straw properly. No, it's okay.
Yeah. My neighbor have a dog or something? That was weird. Sorry, I just heard a sound. It was like a dog barking, but really, really fast. Wow. Anyway, here we go.
Now, this is literally a blanket that somebody crocheted.
Hmm.
Now, if you
What
go to
does
the
it say?
next one, they rolled the blanket up.
Oh,
That's what it
okay.
looks like. Crocheted a cigarette.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Speaking of which,
I didn't even notice the orangey red on the end.
I know, I
yes.
didn't either till I saw it rolled up on the couch. I was like, oh my gosh.
Speaking of which, after the memes, we'll go ahead and take a short break.
Okay, you want to show the 3 videos afterward?
Oh yeah, when we come back.
Alright. Never forget, the world's elite put $1 million limousines on $1 billion jets to fly around the world to tell you to reduce your carbon footprint.
Ain't that the truth?
Actually, they are speaking the truth. They want to reduce carbon, and that's what we are. We are made of carbon.
Oh boy. Dun,
They tell
dun,
the truth all the
dun.
time. Mm-hmm.
You know they have something set. They got a secret island somewhere set up. They're all gonna go. They're gonna get all the elite. You know, just like that movie. What was that movie where they were on the boat? Was that 2012?
Oh
No.
yeah, where they had to buy seats and
Yeah.
they were climbing over the metal doors. Yes, I think that was 2012.
Was that Matthew No, not Matthew Broderick. That was what's his name? He was in a lot of 80s movies too. Matthew, no, not Matthew.
Wasn't it Nicolas Cage?
I'm sorry?
Was it Nicolas Cage?
No.
No. Anybody in the chat have an answer?
Woody Harrelson was in it.
I remember Woody Harrelson.
The
Jeff
conspiracy.
Goldblum?
It wasn't Jeff Goldblum. No, it was a guy he was in a lot of 80s.
Oh, John Cusack. I looked it up.
That's it. Boom. Yes. John Cusack. He was also in Hot Tub Time Machine. Like he had a short comeback period there for a little while, and then he just disappeared again.
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, that was a good movie. I like that movie, 2012. I think it was closer to the truth, to what's happening now, or what's going to be happening now. Oh, here we are.
Reserved parking only.
Hey, this is education.
That's why I had education down there.
Okay.
That was great.
Yes. God, I mean, we were talking about him a while ago. While you were you here or backstage?
I was literally backstage for seconds before you threw me in.
Okay.
The next one's just a close-up of this, or it's farther away.
Amazon line was talking about, yeah, I feel sorry for him because he's got dementia, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, but you know what? He did a lot of this stupid shit before he started getting dementia and stuff, like that stuff that he allegedly did with his daughter.
And that's when I said that he needs someone taking care of him. He doesn't need to be in the position that he is.
For sure. Anyway, but that's funny.
So like I said, next one's either close up or farther away. Yeah, close up.
Yeah, close up. It fits his head perfectly.
It does.
Yeah, man. This is the guy that was behind the button. It's just so scary thought. Well, not him personally, like his handlers are, but still. Anyway, moving on.
Gen X, the only generation that became 30 at the age of 10 and is still 30 at 50.
I actually, huh?
I was gonna say, I think that's a compliment that we're still 30 at 47 and 50.
Heck yeah. And we grew up like, well, actually, not all of us, but a lot of us grew up like having it sort of like just living out outside, doing pretty much very little supervision.
Mm-hmm.
Going out, doing pretty much what we wanted. And I was actually talking to my daughter about this earlier today. I think I was taking her home. Yeah, I was taking her home. I said, or no, I think we were headed towards here, but either way, I said, that when I was your age, kids were allowed to, they would get a note from their parents saying their brand of cigarettes or whatever, but they would send us to the store to get them cigarettes.
Yep. I used to go to Rite Aid for my grandma all the time.
Yeah.
And, we were the generation of coming home to empty houses because moms were working and
Mm-hmm.
having their own key to the house at the age of 12 or 10.
Yeah.
Babysitting our younger siblings when we were 8 or 9. My God, you didn't even leave a 9-year-old home anymore.
And I can't tell you how many times, me and a group of friends would go out and we would ride bikes and we would jump these over the creek or over these small little ditches, using nothing but plywood and a few bricks. Do you realize how catastrophic that could have been? I mean, think about it. I mean, I'm not saying we didn't get hurt. Of course we got hurt. We got hurt all the time, but we got back up and, our moms and dads would...
We lost our softness. That's what we did. We lost our softness and became strong because of that stuff.
Yep. For sure. For sure. But yeah, there's been so many videos on this. It's so hilarious. But I love it. I love those videos. I love the photos where they show. It's kind of overkill, but they'll show like the old TV with E.T. playing on the TV and Nintendo and the He-Man toys sitting on top of that and the snack, like the old Cheetos and stuff. And you'll see that and you go, that's not really how that worked though. We didn't. It's like they try to cram everything from that time period all in one picture, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but you do realize that's not really how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's still cool though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I'll let you read the last one, Ebro.
All right. Is this the last one?
No, it's not.
Oh.
No?
Well, there's one that he's got to jump to the end to show, but he can read this one, but the last one you have to read. It's directed at you.
Okay.
You'll see. The last one is before the car, Hebrew, that I sent.
Uh-huh. But wait, before the car?
No, you're going to read this one, which is the last one, like you said. And then you're going to jump to after Amazon Lion's Means to the one I sent before the car.
Okay, got you. Joe Fell here. I should not be president. Change my diaper.
And on the ground.
Joe Fell here. Yeah,
In chalk, mind you.
that's funny.
But the funny one, the real funny one, is the one that I sent for Amazon Line.
There's the car.
It's above the car. Right there. There you go,
Is this
Amazon
it right
Line.
here?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Turning 47 is nothing to snickers about. Your mind will play tricks on you. Your joints will begin to crunch. You will have butterfingers. Your whatchamacallit won't work. You'll be popping pills like Tic Tacs. You will take numerous Reese's,
Now, fast. It says fast breaks.
fast breaks to the bathroom. You will have zero energy, so take 5 and have mounds of fun. A hot tamales like you deserves some extra attention.
And I said, I'm suggesting that this would be, this would be a good birthday card for you to give to Ebro. Because it's all candy.
Oh, yeah.
But this is all Amazon's problems, though.
And then maybe you could be nice and give her a birthday card like this.
Maybe
Right.
she could eat the candy later. She would love that. For
So
sure.
there's all the memes for tonight. I hope everyone enjoyed them, and thank you, Sandy, for adding a few for us.
Heck yeah, that was cool.
Thank you for adding
Awesome.
all the ones you add every single week. Oh my God. I don't know how you do it.
And thank you.
I enjoyed them as well.
Okay, I got a question for you guys while we got this up here. We'll start with Sadgie and we'll work our way back to Sandy. But and then I'll tell you mine last because I'm the host. Sadgie, out of these candy bars, which one is your favorite and which one is your least favorite?
That's a tough decision.
Can I make a stipulation that we leave the gum out because it's not candy, it's gum?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Just skip the extra. Just pretend extra isn't there.
yeah.
I'm going to say Butterfinger, but Twix, I really like Twix a lot too. In last place, I'd probably put Zero.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? What is Zero? I've
It's
never
white
had one.
chocolate,
Oh,
Isn't it-
okay. That's all you need to say.
like the Three Musketeer with white chocolate.
Oh.
I thought Zero was like a mint, kind of like Klondike.
No,
Huh.
it's just white chocolate.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
It's got nuts in it.
Well, I'm having trouble deciding on my first because I really like Zero and Mounds the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably the one I wouldn't care for, don't really need, probably Tic Tacs.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm having a hard time choosing here.
You know, now that I think of it, Tic Tacs really shouldn't be on the list either because they're not really a candy. They're more of like a breath.
You're correct. So Amazon Line, besides Tic Tacs, what else would you like?
Never really cared for hot tamales.
Fair enough.
Okay, so I'm having a very hard time choosing between whatchamacallit, Snickers, and Twix, and Nestle Crunch. I like them all equally. It's my favorite candy bar is not on the list. And I also never cared for hot tamales, but I'm going to have to change it to Zero because white chocolate is the devil. I hate it so much. 0.
So how about everybody in the audience?
Honest Hunter O'Biden says Milky Way, so that's close. Snickers, close, but no cigar.
It has to be on the board. It has to be on the board. You can't just name one. Because that's out of these.
Noise Guru gets a star on his comment, but I can't do it because he says I'm still 27.
What's the thing?
He said Sandy is still 27, so we're going to go with that. It's further up.
Oh, I can't. Oh, okay. Yeah. Hey, did you know? Like, there's this trend going around now where they have people saying their age backwards.
I don't want to say my age backwards. Why would I do that?
I know. I wouldn't either.
Heck no, I'm not.
Unless it works to your advantage. Like if you're 72 and you say you're 27, then that works to your advantage.
Or if you're 12. Everyone in between's got a problem.
Yeah, true. Okay, I'm going to give mine then. If no one else is.
Well, Honest Hunter O'Biden said Thingamajig, which is the sequel that I'd never heard of to whatchamacallit. That's another one.
Okay. All right. But if I had to choose a favorite out of all of these, Nestle Crunch.
Oh, you and Go-Kart Bob have the same favorite.
Cool. My least favorite would be Mounds because I don't like coconut. I don't do coconut.
But you like white chocolate?
That's a good point. I hate white chocolate.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not a fan of coconut either, but I can deal with coconut. I cannot deal with white chocolate.
But I mean, if I don't even like it, like I don't even eat it, like never. I've eaten white chocolate, and if someone held a knife to my throat and said, "Eat this coconut," I wouldn't be able to do it. It'd be like, just stab me. But if someone held a knife to my throat and said, and so, okay, well, maybe not that drastic, but if someone held a knife to my throat and said, "Eat this white chocolate," I would just do it. I would just eat it. I'm just saying. And for me, the coconut is a texture thing also. So
I understand that.
I could eat white chocolate. I mean, if I got into a horrible car accident out in Canada somewhere in the wilderness and was covered in snow and that's all I had out there to eat, I could do it. Man, I just said like two really horrible things. I gotta stop it with this. Okay. I'll tell you guys what.
You came up with extreme circumstances, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. At least I didn't say gun. Like, no one put a gun to my head. You know how some people say, well, it's not like they put a gun to your head. What? Yeah, they actually did. And they made me eat white chocolate too, man. It's terrible. No, but seriously.
Normally, the way that these decisions are made is we're standing in the candy aisle, blankly looking at everything, waiting for something to jump out of this as the delicious thing that we're going to enjoy.
True. I actually did have a guy once make a suggestion. Like, he didn't force it on me, but he's like, "Hey, man, you ought to get these things." And I don't even forget what they were. Like, they were these square bars of chocolate I'd never heard of before. And I was like, I'll try them. So you do have that kind of business going on, you know.
I usually choose something Reese related.
Oh yeah, you can't go wrong with Reese's unless you're allergic to peanut butter, and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, when we go on that break, I may not be back right away because I need to go downstairs.
Oh, okay.
To the store. So I'm going to hurry as fast as I can, but I do use a cane, so it takes me a minute.
You'll have plenty of time because, you know, the first one I think is a 10 or 15 minute one, depending on how fast it takes me to smoke.
Gotcha.
So, and I don't even know if I have anything this week. I'm checking. Guys, you still there? Did I cut out?
Nope, you're here.
All right. So, Saji?
Yes.
For you?
Say again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I got a question for you.
All right.
Okay, so here's my question. If you had to choose between things being hot all year round, not hot, not like scorching hot, but more like in the 70s to 80s, or things being kind of cold all year round, like in the 40s, where would you choose that temperature to be if you had a choice?
70s or 80s.
All right. How about you, Amazon Lion?
70s or 80s.
Yeah. I tend to agree. You, Sandy?
Nope, 40,
100%.
But that I have a condition, you know. My body can't tolerate those temperatures.
I got you.
My air conditioner goes on when it's 50 degrees outside, so.
Well, that's weird. Oh, I do have the latest Trump thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Or unless, did I share this on Monday? I don't think I had it on Monday. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, since I got that ready, for those of you, first of all, let me shut off this music.
I'm going to take a break along with you. So I want you guys to know that I'm on break. So if I don't talk, that's why.
Gotcha. But yes, so we're going to take a 10 or 15 minute break, and we will hopefully see the rest of you guys when we come back. Stick around. And if you smoke, if you smoke them, got them. No, if you got them, smoke them.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hey, what the heck am I doing here? While I'm here, I might as well give a speech. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you, I must explore you. Do not sweep your floors with swifter wit jet. It's a dumb idea. Dumb idea. The dumbest idea you ever can have. And we're going to build a wall. It's going to be great. It's going to keep out a lot of sex trafficking and drug dealers and all that crap. So I keep out the bad guys, the guys who, walk into the living room without wiping their feet. You know, these kind of guys. And finally, when I become president, no more of this beep bullshit. You understand? There will be no more beep bullshit. Thank you. Now, gosh damn it, what am I supposed to do the rest of the time? I'm on this freaking island. I had no hell that I just give a speech to anyway. My fellow Americans, I must tell you, as your next president of the United States of America, the storm is coming. Get the fuck in the basement. The storm is coming. Is going to kill each and every one of you if you don't get the fuck in the basement right now. Right, well, I'm stuck in this island. I might as well have some fun. Kick off my shoes here. With a hell on my sandals. Oh, well, who gives a shit? I get up though. I gotta look out my back door or something. This is getting weird, folks. Which we taught brass living room. No believe it. Oh my God! Here comes some storms. Here comes some storms by. I'm gonna look out right now. I'm walking doors that way. Oh yeah, Millet. Yep, it's thundering. It's bush wind. My God. And the sand is stupid. Know a bit that bitch Nancy Pelosi set me on this island. She's been acting me for years. Oh God. I hope she don't come after me. God. Well, this is one of those scenarios where there's only two people on an island. And she's one of them. I'll look around. No, I'm the only one. Thank God. Real byway. I mean Doritos. Don't ask me where I got Doritos. They fill the pocket. Good. Your gay son. Oh, I was just a coconut. Although little boy lost his head. Learn whatever happened to Tiny Lester. Why, Eddie died. And he died. Man, today, with that Dorito on my computer screen. Oh, well. Why do I have a computer screen out here in the desert? I mean, on an island. Because I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. Real like that. I'm cool like that. Besmer, that song. Way. Doe. There's no one around. I forgot. Oh, yeah, people. I'll build an army of coconut men. I'll build an army of coconut men to attack the rock people. And then I'll start a war between the rock people and the coconut man. It will be awesome. Here you go, my googly-eyed friend. There you go, my googly-eyed friend. Your name shall be Fred. Fred. Welcome to the Stone Age. I offer you this, my last piece of Twinkie that came from my pocket Lunchables mini snack. You know, one that comes with crackers, cheese, and the whole dough bit. Well, here it is, my friend. I'm offering it to you. Is that good? I told you. You got something to say. You're not quite an army of coconut guys just yet, but you're getting there. You're getting there, Fred. Yet and I stroll down. You got a choke on that Lunchable. I love eating my coconut pal, Fred. Fred's my friend. They'll be my friend today, Mocha Fred. Oh, shut up, man. You hear that, folks? He says as long as I pay it 2%, 2% and watch my foot. So, Hud, tell you what, man. I was lonely once. You have a back, yeah. At Ed Hack, Ivanka, and I didn't have the other Ivanka. Are you kidding me? That kid is totally so white that you could see through his skin almost. And get out of here. Ain't no way they're a family. Ariel, as they say it. Yeah. I love sea salt on my salads. They often pour salt and pepper in my lettuce. Yup. But the thing is, it's never a good idea. Never a good idea. It's always stupid. You. When? Why? Am I boring you, Fred? Let me say something. You ever need anything? You come to me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy that people say, you know, when they say, I know a guy, I'm that guy.
Hey, this is a weird place for us to be, Donald. And how am I even talking if I don't have a mouth, dude? This island sucks. And also, why are you going to put the coconut man up against the rock people again? So many questions, dude. So many questions, sir.
Oh my God, I can't believe this, and I'm already hallucinating. I'm already hallucinating, man. Barack Obama is not a coconut. He's not a coconut. I know it. Oh, well, look at this drawer right here. Wait, I'm on an island. There are no drawers. Oh my God. I'm dear. Wait now. Just busting your chops, man. Chops. Pork chops. Pork chops. Man, that's a funny way to say pork chops, you know. If everyone said pork chops instead of pork chops, it'd be much funnier. Anyway, Obama, get off of my fucking island right now.
No, the fuck no, dude. If you're gonna make me move off your island, then you're make him move off your island.
That's right, motherfucker. Did y'all forget about me? I'm king of rock people, baby. And I will slay you like a bunch of animals, like the animals you are. And there's many of us, and only one of you, because your master commander is too damn lazy to glue googly eyes on the whole lot of you. So we're gonna attack you. We're gonna attack you tonight while you're sleeping. You wait. You wait, boy. You wait. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta take a nap, because I'm tired. And also, I'm quite old. And also, I need to go sniff some little girl's hair. So, all right then. We'll see you tonight.
What the hell? Man, I really am freaking out. I really am freaking out, man. Now the rocks are ran by none other than stupid, sleepy, creepy Joe. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Oh my God, man, what will you do? about for you guys get off of my island, okay? Because you guys are scaring the children. Look at the little Joan coconuts over there. Is run around, have a good time. They haven't opened eyes yet. Okay, that's why they don't have eyes. God, you guys make me sick. You're a couple of hillbilly Jims, you know that. Yeah, I was gonna say it. Hillbilly Jims. Like not even the good ones either. The little wrestling guys that went on your thumbs and they had a big hole up their butts. That's what you are. Yes, a little tiny dude with a hole up your butt that people like to put on the thumbs of wrestle.
Holy shit, Donald. I think you smoked too much crack effect. I think you got in the Hunter Biden's stash, man. Oh my God, you don't realize this is really happening, brah. Yeah, you gotta stop it, man. By the way, is it lightning behind you? You better get inside of a cave or something. Oh, and yeah, don't leave us laying out here if it's fitting the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, wait a minute. I just thought of something. What if this is a coconut-induced nightmare? Like, what if I was laying in my hammock, okay, in my backyard, and a coconut fell out of a palm tree and knocked me on the head, and now I'm having this coconut-induced nightmare. Yeah, that's what this is. I better pinch myself to wake myself up. Push. Oh, God. I guess it's not a nightmare. Wait a minute. Is there such thing as rock people, coconut people?
Wait, are you asking me or telling me? Because you're the creator. You created us. You created us when you put the googly eyes on us. Hey, wait a minute. You created us. Can you create me some chocolate chip ice cream, please?
First of all, shut up. Second of all, go eat a pinch of salt water, you asshole. And third of all, no, I will not make you chocolate chip ice cream.
Oh, come on, man.
No, shut up. I ain't no chef Ramsay, but only do the kitchen right now. And I will fix food. If you don't shut up, and we'll pour some hot sauce on it, some extreme hot sauce, like some habanero sauce, and we'll force you to eat it. I'll tell you something else, you goddamn jerk. Know why I'm talking to a rock and a coconut with googly eyes, but I need to be thinking about ways of getting off of this island. You come out to get your door, you fly out there, if your pants ends it, next thing you know, you're considered, though you know what. God, anyway, I gotta take a plate. There are no paper plates on this island, damn it. Do you know what I could probably do? Is Sabacran. Yeah, I seen Tom Hanks do it in that movie, Why Can't I Do It? Should be easy. You just gotta find the stick around here somewhere. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's a good looking stick right there, Bob. I was just sharpening that with a wait, I have my pocket knife. Here it is. Shoot. Boy, for a minute, dear son, I thought I was done for. I just got to shave down this here stick and make no bones about it. I'm not a stabocrat. Okay, I think I may or may not have done something wrong here.
That's it.
Done something.
Okay.
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 There you have it. That was an okay break,
I
right?
got a question. Does he ever get off the island?
Oh, that's for part 2, my friend.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, if anybody wants to see or to find out, you may do so by clicking on that video. I'll put the video in the comment section there.
Don't forget to put in the description too for those who see the show later.
Oh my gosh, I almost forgot about that. Thank you, Sandy.
You're welcome.
But there is a bit there at the end where it gets pretty funny, I think. I don't know how he may or may not get off the island. We don't know till we see that. Just saying.
So yeah, go watch the video and watch him make the coconut with googly eyes named Wilson because I renamed it.
You renamed it.
I did, because you had a different name for the coconut with googly eyes. I named it Wilson.
You named, but see, the thing is, Wilson's already taken. You can't really name it Wilson. That's copyright.
Well, sure I can. That's his cousin Wilson. They share the same name.
Okay. So Wilson's got a cousin who's also named Wilson.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how earlier I said I was going to decorate the paper sack?
Yes.
I sent you some pictures. They're at the very bottom of
Oh my gosh.
I'm not finished yet, but it was too funny not to share.
Oh, and we have, did you send those?
I sent 3 videos.
The videos? Okay, good. Good. Cool. Okay, let me get down here in the messenger.
You're going to love this. This is going to crack you up. This is too funny. I wanted to see where it lead to.
It's going to take a minute. Let me scroll down here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. You should put it on camera, have it talk.
Yeah. It's made with an RX bag.
I see that, yes. What's going on with the nose here, though, is what I want to know.
Yeah, I thought the
nose kind of looks like a
I
male.
thought the same thing.
A male part, just saying.
I like the eyes.
It's just too funny not to share.
Well, you know how Peter Griffin
finished with it.
Well, you know how Peter Griffin has sort of like that ball chin thing going on? Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what's going on with the nose here. Noise Guru says, I'm back. Well, you don't know what you just ran into. Noise Guru. They do. They take all the good stuff off the market. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. Canada Dry Cherry Soda. It was my favorite soda as a kid. It made perfect ice cream floats, cherries and cream. I can't find it anywhere. And then I found out it was only available like in my section, like in the Northeast or the East Coast.
Yeah.
Like, that blew my mind, but they still make it. I just can't find it anywhere.
I just remember strawberry soda. Like I remember that.
Canada Dry?
And
Or a different brand, like Fanta or something. Like, so we still have strawberry Fanta.
Yeah.
It's like
No, I
drinking pure
remember.
candy.
I remember Fago. It was Fago.
Mm.
Do you guys remember Fago?
I've heard of it, but they didn't have it in my area.
Oh, I see. Yeah, man. I think they still have it, but it's not like it used to be. Like it's kind of rare to begin with, and they also back in the day when they had it, it was sold as like a knockoff brand. It was sold like at Aldi, but not. But it was like it wasn't even Aldi back then. It was Country Fair. It was the Country Fair stores. And I don't know if you guys had any Country Fair stores over there.
Nope.
No? But yeah, that was their main soda brand was Fago, and they still have it in some stores, but it's very rare. But yeah, they had cherry, they had the root beer, and root beer back then, like a lot of people, yuck root beer, gross, yuck.
I love root beer.
But yeah, me too. And
yuck.
There's a lot of
I do
people.
not like root beer.
There's a lot of people that say yuck, and then I'll ask around about the barrels. Do you remember like the candy where they had like root beer barrels? I used to like those.
Yes, I do remember them. We had Frank's. I don't know if that was local to us too, but Frank's sodas came in a lot of flavors, but the cherry was black cherry.
Oh,
Not the same as what I'm talking about, though.
yeah, black cherry. We had those too.
Mm-hmm.
I remember. But then when they had cherry Coke, I remember drinking a lot of cherry Coke. But now, and they still have it, but now it doesn't taste the same. Like it's hard to explain, but it doesn't taste like it just tastes weird. It doesn't taste like cherry Coke used to taste.
That's probably why if I'm going to drink a cherry cola, it's going to be Pepsi now.
Mm.
I can agree with you that the cherry Coke doesn't taste the same.
Mm.
That it used to taste like.
Yeah, it used to be good. And I'll tell you another thing that used to be really good was Pizza Hut pizza. They had really good pizza way back in the day.
Well, first of all, way back in the day, we went to Pizza Hut. Like, I used to ride my bike to Pizza Hut because we had one that was like a couple blocks over. And of course, in person, it's going to be better because it's literally coming from the oven to your table,
Right. Yeah.
But we don't have Pizza Hut here anymore. The closest one is across the bridge, like 15 minutes away in Jersey. They closed down the one in my area. And you couldn't get personal pan pizzas delivered. They didn't make them.
Really?
Yeah, it's like one of those, it was like in a strip mall, the Pizza Hut.
Damn.
And that was like the only thing I really liked, just the personal pan, because
yeah,
I liked it better. I don't know why.
I used to get the personal pan pizza like when they had the Book It program. Remember the Book It?
Yep.
Deal?
Mm-hmm.
And you get so many, if you read so many books, like you got a free personal pan pizza. And that's what I used to get.
Yeah.
It was a small one, but it was still good. I mean, I think honestly, our food today isn't real food. Like it's not like the tomato sauce and the chicken and stuff. I think it's manufactured. I think it's I think, remember back when they started talking about the printed, like 3D printed food and stuff?
Oh God, I hope not. I don't even want to think about that.
I think it's actually been in the process. Like I think in my opinion, anyway, I think we've been eating it for quite a while now without even realizing it. Like they came out with the technology a few years back, and it's probably already been in circulation. That's my opinion, allegedly, and just an opinion.
I
But
couldn't agree with you more. I mean, if you go to a Quickie Mart or a gas station, even a large one with a large variety, everything they offer you is either salty or sweet and not healthy for you unless you go to like a special health aisle if they happen to have one and pay ridiculous prices for something that's supposedly less sugar or lower carb or you know so higher protein, some way of trying to play on the it's healthy for you card. You don't get anything but processed food when
yeah,
you go to the grocery store unless you still make everything from scratch, like buy um a thing of pork or a thing of roast beef and
yeah.
make roast beef in your house the way that the old fashioned way. I mean, other than short of doing that,
Whoa.
you know, it's all synthetic varieties for you to choose from. That's
You
my
know,
opinion.
you know what? I think even the meat products that they're putting out there, like the so-called fresh foods, like you go and you buy your own groceries, make your own meal and stuff. I think even stuff like that is being like you hear about using, the glue meat that's been going on forever, but like meat glue, that's what I was thinking of. That's been going on forever, but the it's a different cut. Like you're getting different cuts. You're not getting the same thing. You're getting like the junk that they drop on the floor, basically. I think, and also the whole synthesized meat thing. I think that's been in circulation for a minute. And here's the other thing. Do you ever remember growing up there being that many fat people or there being that many people with diabetes?
I mean, I do remember heavier people, but it
But
it
is
wasn't
it
as common, but it was still pretty bad in the 80s, I think. And I did know people with diabetes, that my grandmother had diabetes, so, but I don't remember hearing about it constantly like we do now.
right? The thing is also is I eat stuff and I know our stomachs change as we get older, but I can eat something that I used to eat maybe 4 or 5 years ago, even that's like, and I'll get sick, not sick, but I'll get that feeling like sluggishness and this and that. And um, it's hard to explain. It's like, I know just a year ago or 2 years ago, I would eat that same food and it just wasn't the same. It just wasn't the same. Like I could eat, for an example, I could eat junk food and I could drink like regular Cokes and I wouldn't get fat or I wouldn't get like my diabetes wouldn't spike. Like it wouldn't be bad for me. And now they're saying, like a can of Coke or 2 or 3 cans of Coke could almost kill you. It's like I know there's been changes done to the food, and I know that they've done research to where a lot of it allegedly is all corn syrup
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to real sugar. Like we used to have a lot of things were made with real sugar. In fact, I was watching a show just the other day and they were talking about cereals. And this was an old show back in the 80s, the shopping, what was it called? Shopping Spree or something to that effect. One of those shows. supermarket sweet. That's what it
I
was.
remember that. Yeah.
And one of the questions that come up, he had corn. I think it was corn pops were up there, and bran flakes. I think like raisin bran or something, something like that. And I was thinking, he was like, "What has the less sugar count or whatever?" I was thinking it would be something like bran flakes or something. But no, it turned out that like corn pops had the less sugar count. And now, I bet anything, if you look at a cereal box, I'm gonna look this up. By the way, I bet anything now, if you look at corn pops, they probably have the most sugar of all those cereals. So I mean,
corn is a starch. You know, it's sugar. So
yeah. But my whole point is though, things I think are different, and I think they are worse for us. And in my opinion, it's designed that way, of course, but that's just my opinion, as I stated before.
all I know is that I think artificial sweeteners actually have something to do with it.
Mm.
Because the introduction of our artificial sweeteners is when all the health problems really started. But I agree, high fructose corn syrup too is an issue.
Oh man, it kicked me out.
Yeah, because all the corn is GMO. And anything that uses corn, that GMO goes into that product.
Well, corn's a starch anyway. So anything that's a starch gets changed into sugar.
That is what I said, but you probably got kicked out and didn't hear me say it.
Mm. No, I didn't. You're right.
I remember when a certain artificial sweetener got sent to every house in America. A little sample size was sent to every house in America. I can't remember the name of the artificial sweetener that it was, though.
Splenda?
That's what I want to say.
But it wasn't.
But it was the first time there was option other than the other one that was known to cause cancer.
Aspartame?
Yeah, aspartame.
Because after aspartame, there was sweet and low. Was that aspartame?
Aspartame, isn't that that's what they put in Diet Coke, right?
Well, that's the thing. They determined they finally determined that it didn't cause cancer. But I think it was sweet and low was the aspartame, and then Splenda, and then stevia. I can't stand stevia.
Oh no, me neither.
Oh my gosh! Anybody who says it's like sugar is lying. It's like sugar. It's like literally for like every grain of sugar you get a spoonful worth in stevia. It's horrible.
What are you saying again?
Stevia, the supposed natural alternative, which tastes horrible. Like,
Okay.
it's the sweetest thing on the face of the earth and sticks around with you for hours after you drink it.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it, but I understand.
But yeah, there was even a George Carlin joke one time, which I didn't realize at the time was actually true, that they were going to ban artificial sweetener at one time because a rat did die of cancer.
Oh God, I wish they did, because everything is, they sneak it in there. What they do is they like, I can't stand artificial sweeteners. If there's an artificial sweetener in there, I will throw it away. I wasted my money because I cannot stand them that much. Like, that's as bad as celery is to me. I can't stand celery. I can't stand artificial sweeteners. But I really can't stand when companies take a product with sugar in it and adds artificial sweetener to it. And they
Yeah.
don't say it. It's not clear. You have to go and read the tiny little fine print label on the back.
Mm-hmm.
What they'll say is 30% less sugar or something like that. Or they'll just sell a drink as normal. I forget the brand. It's got a guy on it. There's a brand of drinks, juice. Like a lot of juice drinks are like guilty of doing this. Where like Arizona, I used to love their strawberry kiwi drink, but and their watermelon one. I think they call it watermelon or something. That's got artificial sweetener in it now, as well as sugar. So they ruined it. The little juice hugs, the little barrels of juice,
Oh yeah.
artificial sweetener in it.
Oh, I used to love those little barrels of juice.
Yeah, well now they taste horrible because there's artificial sweetener in all of them.
Really? I thought they had sugar.
Yep. Hawaiian Punch, regular Hawaiian Punch has artificial sweetener in it. I hate that they did this stuff. They ruined everything.
Oh my gosh. Hawaiian Punch does now?
Yeah, it doesn't tell you that it's in there.
Wow.
It just says % less sugar.
That's crazy.
It's evil. Yes, I agree, Noise Guru. F celery. 100%. 100%.
What was it? A commercial that was out? I think it was out way back, like in the 90s. And it was Juicy Juice, I think it was.
Oh, I miss Juicy Juice.
Where they said their slogan, though, for that commercial that I saw was Juicy Juice. Now with, I forget the percentage, but it was a really small
10%.
percentage.
It was 10%. And it was
10%
a lie.
real juice. Yeah.
It was a lie. And they made them take it off the packaging.
Yeah. Because
the world has definitely been introduced to the artificial sweetener. It's not going away.
I hate it. I know, it stinks. It's not going to go away because the younger generation, the late millennials and the early, what's the next one? Generation Z. They were raised on it, so they don't think it's horrible. They're used to that horrible flavor. So, because like I said, they snuck it into stuff like Hawaiian Punch. So now that's how they're going to stick around because now they're used to it. They don't get an aftertaste because that's just how it's supposed to taste to them.
Well, that's just like margarine. Like, I know margarine's supposed to be bad for you. Like, it's worse for you than butter because it's like plastic.
It's oil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's oil, but isn't it like a molecule off from plastic or something?
Yeah, but there's a lot of things that are a molecule off of something that's perfectly fine for you.
Okay.
You just reminded me of something. Give me a minute. I'm taking my medicine and I'll tell you.
Okay. But I use the margarine. I've used it because I was kind of brought up on it.
When people were freaking out over chemicals a few years ago, there was I guess not. It's not a meme, but it was made to be like a meme, but it was just information. Like they listed all the ingredients of an apple, but didn't tell you it was an apple. Okay. And people were like, "Oh my God, I would never I would never eat that. I would never. Oh my gosh, look at all those chemicals, and it was an apple." Like, actually, I'm gonna look it up so I can read it to you.
Well, isn't there like cyanide in apples?
Well, that's in the seeds.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm talking about the actual apple. Hold on for a minute.
Okay. What makes
I'm
up
looking
an
to
apple?
see if I can find that.
You mean like what makes up an apple?
Yeah, it's like, okay, Business Insider, all natural cherries, all natural apples. They have one for all of them, strawberries, banana. Okay, so the apple is aqua, or water, vegetable oil, sugars, starch, carotene, tocopherol. Hold on, I got to click it open on Facebook because it's all blurry. Hold on. Okay, so, here we go. Tocopherol E306, riboflavin E101, nicotinamide, pantothenic acid, biotin, folic acid, ascorbic acid, palmitic acid, stearic acid, oleic acid, linoleic acid, malic acid, oxalic acid, salicylic acid, purine, sodium, potassium, manganese, iron, copper, zinc, phosphorus, chloride, colors, antioxidant. And those are the natural ingredients of an apple, apparently. Again, you can't believe everything you read on the internet, so
Right.
going by what the internet says.
That's crazy, though.
Just because it has a chemical name doesn't mean it's bad for you, is what I'm trying to say.
True. There are a lot of chemicals that are actually quite good for you. I mean, when you think about chemicals, you think about like chemicals. All chemicals are is like your basic elements anyway, like gas, water.
Yes, water is a
Oxygen.
chemical. H2O.
Yeah, oxygen's a chemical.
Everything.
So, huh?
If you compare an apple that grew on the tree in your backyard to an apple you bought in the store, there is a stark difference between them.
There is.
If you hold them side by side.
It's called wax.
Now, what were you saying? Were you correcting me on oxygen? What is oxygen?
I wasn't correcting you on oxygen.
Oh, I thought you said so, because I was like, oxygen's a chemical.
I agreed.
Oh, okay.
But well,
yes,
it's an element.
Yeah.
Oxygen's an element, but yeah, I know the wax. Like you should definitely run your apples under some hot water.
Oh yeah, it does have that waxy film on it.
Mm-hmm.
They do that to help preserve them, right?
Yes.
You know what's weird that I just found out like just about a year ago or so? The stickers that they put on the fruit are actually edible.
Yes, they are.
They are?
That's what I heard too, that they're rice paper stickers.
That is.
But I don't know about the glue. Is the glue edible?
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. But I'm maybe it would have to be. I mean, think about it, because there's a lot of people that aren't so bright. Like they're not even probably paying attention to their apple or whatever, and they bite into it. And that stuff that you peel like a banana or an orange or something, I can kind of see.
I'm going to Google it, our sticker, because they would have to be food safe. Food safe.
I would think at the very
doesn't
least,
mean you actually eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I would think at the very least they would have to be safe for consumption. Because, like I said, you're going to have people that's going to bite into an apple or something and not realize the sticker's there.
Okay, so this is her Bon Appetit. So I would say that they're, an expert in the food field. It says, let's see. They're doing it in a story version, so I'm going through it. But it says, don't panic. While experts say it's best to discard the cartoony stickers studying your fruits and vegetables, inadvertently devouring them likely won't cause harm. They can be digested, but they are not delicious, and they will pass through without being digested.
Okay.
So they are not a food product. They are not edible at all.
Right.
They're just not dangerous for you. They're non-toxic is what it is.
Okay. Well, that's what I was saying.
If they were edible, we would digest them, like rice paper.
Okay. No, that's what I was saying, though. At the very least, they would be safe if you accidentally consume them.
They're safe. Yeah, they're non-toxic.
Okay.
But you're not supposed to eat them, and they will not be digested
Gotcha.
at all.
So I wonder where that came from.
Probably the same place they eating rock pops. Wow, pop rocks and drinking soda would make your stomach explode.
Sure. Maybe. But there's another one that I can't believe and I refuse to believe that I've been hearing over and over again. And it has to do I can't remember if it was an element or something, and I'm like, dude, that cannot be right. These guys, what was it though? And see, now I can't even think about it. I'll think about it later and bring it back up on the show later. But anyway, there are some things like you watch those videos like Bright Idea and Good Mythical Morning. And what was the other one I used to watch? Well, I think I still watch it today. This day is just like YouTube Shorts, where the guy will show like weird videos of people cutting stuff, and like Play-Doh and whatever, and then he'll tell you, weird facts that almost nobody knows about, or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I do question, like, oh, I know the one that I choose to not believe, and it just seems impossible. It's the smell of chlorine, right? They're trying, like they say, the smell that you get when you're in the pool is not the chlorine, but it's the pee from people that are peeing in the pool, combining with the chlorine to get that smell.
No, that's not. It can't be true because I remember getting bags of chlorine for the pool.
Yeah.
You could smell it from the bag.
Yes.
Or the chlorine tablets you would put in the little, what was it called?
Mm-hmm.
That thing that floated like a UFO in your pool with the chlorine tablet.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember what you call it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. So, no, those things, that's what chlorine has a smell.
Mm-hmm.
100%. It smells close to bleach, but it's not bleach.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be like saying bleach doesn't smell. Like, come on.
Hunter Biden.
5-minute crafts making up stuff and people going with it. I think that's what that is.
Well, it's got to be. But it's all over. It's like every video that I've seen, or every channel that I've seen has at least one video talking about it, and I'm like, no, because I like you said, I used to go. My mom had a swimming pool, and they had a shed full of buckets of this chlorine stuff, and I had to go in there, and I would almost pass out from the smell.
Right. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I don't know. That would be so. Every pool we've ever been in has pee in it. That's what they're saying. Even your home, the pool at your home. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the chlorine.
And by the way, I may be weird by saying this, but I actually used to like that smell on my skin. Like when I would get out of the pool, I go, and the feeling that I would get in my eyes for some reason.
Your eyes burning?
No, it was like not necessarily the burning, but that feeling of like you would be swimming all day and you'd be so tired, and then you'd smell that chlorine. You'd be like, oh, I don't need a shower. Screw it. I'm too tired.
No, that's because you're not a girl. We have hair. Have you ever felt hair full of chlorine? Come on. No. At the very least, you need to hop in that shower with some conditioner on your hair.
I don't know, man. Not me. I'll shower before going swimming.
The other thing you gotta remember, chlorine can lighten your hair too, and your clothing. So you should actually hop in the shower with your bathing suit on to rinse off as much chlorine as possible.
I've never done that. I've been swimming like that for years and never just dried off really good, took off my whatever and hung it on the line, and that was that
I
for
know.
me. Plus, man, you get out of that pool, you'd be so tired, be like, I need a nap.
I just remember going to my aunt's house. My aunt had a huge in-ground swimming pool. We would go there for barbecues on the 4th of July, things like that.
Mm.
And she had a little changing shed with a shower in it, and we all
Mhm.
we're told we had to rinse off.
Ah,
Oh. But at my house, where we just had, like the 3-foot pool in the backyard. No.
I
But
just
no,
feel,
I always had to wash my hair afterwards, though.
I just felt like the chlorine killed whatever was on me, and I was just like, who
Well, it,
cares?
it did. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, it dries your hair out. You know what I'm saying? It dries
Hmm.
it also makes it like
Yeah,
you cannot, if you're a girl, you know what I'm talking about, or if you have a guy, if you're a guy with long hair who's been swimming, you know you can't even run a brush through your hair. It's complete straw from the chlorine.
that's
Complete
true.
straw.
It is. It does do that with the hair. I do. I do admit. Look, even if you have short hair, you can feel it. Like you can kind of feel that in your
Yeah, but you
hair.
can still brush your hair. We can't. The
Yeah,
brush won't
true.
go through at all.
Oh my gosh.
It's horrible.
Yeah. But I tell you what, man, I am so ready for pool season right now. Like I'm so ready. But I hate the fact that our local park, it's like they want people to pay out the ass to come swim in their local pool. And it's like I understand the economy and blah blah blah, but do you realize that only just a year ago our public swimming pool, like we go to pools like $5 and now it's like 10. It's like,
No,
yeah,
that's nothing. Our local swimming pools, you got to pay. There's no daily passes. The only one that's left in New Jersey, the one that was in my town closed down. The next one over, you got to pay for like a season pass, and the two that there's two left over. You have to like, pay for the season to
the
go. You have to be a
season,
member. Yeah,
really.
yeah, you have to be a member. And I don't know about Phil. I don't go to Philly public pools. There's the only one. I only know of one of them, and I have no idea if you can go there for a day or not.
In Florida, you go to the beach.
I was getting ready
Yeah.
to say, you guys are lucky, man.
Well, you can go to the beach from Philly too. It's just like an hour to a 2-hour drive.
But
Depends on when you go.
what I would like to do, because I've never done it, is go to like he's mentioned, like in Florida where it's clear water. Like you could see all the way, well, like you could see not to the bottom, but you know what I mean. Like you could see into the water, like it's clear, it's
That's
clean.
the Caribbean.
You think so? You don't
I
think there's
know so.
any
I was there.
in
I
the
was in the
ocean?
Bahamas.
There's there's a variety of beaches. There are some beaches that have white sand that's real fine, and you can find sand dollars and
That's what I
conch
was thinking.
shells and all that kind of cool stuff. But those are usually private beaches are only known to locals. And
I
then
see.
there's like the official beach that's the tourist attraction. And that water's, I mean, mm, mm, not nearly as clear and the sand isn't nearly as fine and you're not going to get there and find any conch shells or sand dollars or anything. You're going to probably want to wear flip flops or something until you actually get in the water.
I see.
And Key West. I've been to Key West, and the water is clear, but unless you have a private beach, the beaches are actually all rocks. They tell you have to get the shoes.
Aha.
So you actually have to wear shoes into the water, otherwise you're just gonna get cut up. I don't know if it's shells or rocks or what, but it's not. You don't want to walk on that stuff barefoot, especially in the water. And
But
yeah,
see,
the only beach, like sand beach, with clear water that I was on you know, when you go on a cruise, they have their own private island thing
mhm.
in the Bahamas, and that was where I was on a beach with completely clear water, and it was beautiful.
Well, what I'm talking about though, when I say clear though, is obviously what I'm saying is like it's better than going to like a lake or a pond or something like that to swim. You know what I'm saying? Like we have beaches, but it's like they're lake, they're dirty water beaches. Like you can't like
Well, it's like the Atlantic Ocean, which, by the way, is a Mandela for me. Like
really.
in New Jersey, the Atlantic Ocean, that water was brown when I was a kid. It's blue now, but it's you can't see through it. Like you can only see through it like right at the shore, and it's like lake water colored. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But like if you look out at the water on the horizon, it's blue now, but before it was brown.
Oh wow.
And they're like they'd show you that cutoff in the ocean where it goes from like the brown to the bluer water. But now it's like a darker blue to a light bluer water. It was brown. It was brown. So that's a Mandela for me. The oceans have changed. Colored.
The thing for me is like Destin. That's what I was trying to think of when he was talking about. I heard that Destin's beaches were really cool. Like
Where's that?
Destin, Florida.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Well, it's a how do I put this? It's a cheaper spot, I guess you would say, than like say your more popular areas like Miami and places like that. You know.
I've never been to a southern, except for Key West, a southern Florida beach, but I have been to Clearwater, and the water is not clear.
Yeah.
It's not the clear that you're talking about, like the aqua clear, like the almost looks like pool water. That again, I found in the Caribbean only, but that doesn't mean that's the only place it is.
But that's what I'm talking about. Like you could see it through it.
Mm-hmm.
See the fish swimming around and crap, you know?
Yeah.
Man.
Caribbean. I have no idea why that is either. Like why that water is clear and the other ones aren't. I don't understand that.
Does it have something to do with maybe the different kind of salt that's in it?
I mean, it's all the same body of water, if you want to be honest. They're all connected. We just name them different.
They're connected, but could they each have certain, I don't know, chemicals or not chemicals?
I don't know. I don't know. I know it's not temperature because when the temperature rises in the ocean, it doesn't change how it looks. So it's not temperature. I mean, I would guess it would have to do with salinity, and I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason out there.
You know, they say that when you're near a waterfall, like anything that's near a waterfall is going to have clear water in it. But I've seen plenty of rivers and stuff that's not true. So I know that's not true.
No.
But when you see like movies or pictures of Hawaii or whatever, you see like those amazing looking waterfalls, and then you could see clear down to the bottom where the rocks are and stuff. I think that's awesome. Like I would like to go to Hawaii someday. I would love to visit. And you know what's weird is like it's weird to think that Hawaii is part of the United States because it's just so it's so like different. Like it's so it seems like its own whole nother country when you're looking at it on
It
video.
originally was,
Right.
and it is
Yeah.
very, very far away too. Sort of like Alaska.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Alaska, I was so set on way back in the day when I was Democrat. Like, I actually was so set on Sarah Palin. Like, I would even to this day, I would say if we were to have a woman president, that would be the one that I would have picked. Because she seemed to hold the same values almost as Donald Trump does now with the as far as protecting the borders goes and stuff and the gun laws. She was for gun rights, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean that's somebody that I would have voted for.
Mm-hmm.
To
Sort
be
of like today we have Carrie Lake. Carrie Lake reminds me of the today's version of Sarah Palin. I mean, they even had the same background. They were both on the news.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't see that clip of? Oh, great clip. CNN walks up to her and starts asking her questions, and she like calls them out, and she like says, I'm not gonna do that justice. I'll find the clip and send it to you.
Cool.
You can see, but it's like
I
the
think
only word is badass. It's great.
I think that either her or the lady was that the who is that woman that reminded or tried to remind Biden of that girl that was killed by the immigrant?
Tulsi Gabbard? No.
No, the one that wore. Yeah, that's the name, but it was the button.
I didn't see that.
The button. Oh yeah, yeah. She forced him. She forced him to say the girl's name that was killed by the immigrant, and she kind of forced him to say illegal immigrant too.
Yeah, I do remember him saying that.
Yeah,
and he apologized.
Mm-hmm. But I forget who she is, but either she or the late girl that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trump would be wise to pick a woman running mate. I mean, for real.
I really think that Carrie Lake or even Tulsi Gabbard, who is technically a Democrat, I say technically because I think she's quickly leaving it, would be good running mates. Because I think Tulsi would be a good running mate because she would pull more of the independent voters in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like Carrie Lake's. Carrie Lake's values line up nicely with Trump, so I think she would be a great running mate. A lot of people want Vivek, but the problem is with Vivek, I don't see them. First of all, I still don't trust Vivek because of his copying of Obama's speeches, which is weird.
That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah, he like literally plagiarized Obama's speeches like to the T, which is concerning. But more importantly, I think they're too headstrong to be working together. Like, you got two people who need to be leading. It's not going to be good. But yeah, it's just my opinion. I don't.
And could you imagine, like, he would triple. He would quadruple, if that's a word. I don't know.
No, just double.
His votes, like he would get so many more. Like I'm pretty sure he's already going to get a lot of women's votes, but that would like so.
Wait. To what you just said. No. According to the latest poll, supposedly 63% of women will not vote for Trump, and I'm like,
what?
Where's the 63% you're talking about?
There's been rallies.
I
Like,
know. I know. That's
there's
what I'm saying. Where?
next thing they're going to say there's not black supporters when I've seen blacks for Trump too.
Oh my gosh, did you see the clip just recently in Harlem?
Uh-uh.
There were 2 children too screaming, "We love you, Donald Trump," and then they started Donald Trump 4 more years, and they were chanting this outside of a bodega in Harlem, like a
Well,
whole group of people. And then they showed Biden doing the same thing. He went to a gas station convenience store,
mm-hmm.
and he walked up to people who just stared at him, all weird. And then he goes up to the register, and I guess the guy behind the register asked for a picture, so he walked behind the counter, took a picture with the guy, and then everybody just walked out. It was the weirdest thing. It's just so weird. I don't even know what to say to that.
I'll tell you, speaking of weird, maybe not so much weird, but yeah, I guess you could say weird and awkward was the one where he sat down with that family. Everyone said it was a chicken dinner, but I don't think they all had chicken. I don't know, but
Oh, it was Chick-fil-A. It was Chick-fil-A,
was it?
that's why. Yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. And it was just the whole conversation. You're just sitting there. You know it's scripted. You know it's
Well, yeah,
not.
in the beginning of it, they showed him in the kitchen with the kids, and they were just standing there like giggling, like, this is weird. I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how the thing that scares me is that we saw the exact same stuff in 2020, and you know what happened. So my only hope is that they just can't get away with this time because they can't push the mail-in ballots like they did before. That's my only hope.
There was something that I saw the other day, and they were talking about making it so you had to show your ID. I forget where it was or what state it was, but there is a state that is now doing that.
I think it's Florida, isn't it?
Is it Florida?
I already thought you had to in Florida. There's multiple states that do it. Hold on, give me a minute. I saw the map recently.
Oh, really?
Map of states that require ID to vote. 1 second. Because there's like 3 different categories. Okay, so there's actually more than 3 categories. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
This is an interactive map, so
the argument is so stupid because, dude, it's like you have to show ID to buy cigarettes. You got to show ID to buy beer, to purchase a gun, and pretty much everything else. Why wouldn't you need to show an ID to vote? Like, why would that be a big issue to people? Well, I mean, I know why to some people, but I just don't get why. Like, I do know why, but I don't know why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Strict photo ID is required in Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Virginia, Wisconsin, Indiana. What's below Nebraska? Is that Oklahoma? No, it's not Oklahoma. Between Oklahoma and Nebraska. What is that? Shoot, the state in the middle, guys. What is the state in the middle? Anybody in chat? Anyone? Hey. North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska. Kansas. Kansas. Sorry. So,
wait, did you already say Nevada?
No, I did not, because that's no document required to vote.
Oh, okay.
So, the states that require it, it's strict, are Kansas, Wisconsin, Indiana, Virginia, Tennessee, Alabama, and Georgia. Strict non-photo ID, in other words, you need some sort of ID, but it doesn't have to be a photo, is Ohio, Florida, Missouri, Louisiana. What is that state? Shoot. All right, what's above Louisiana?
Mm.
The one above Louisiana, brain's not working. Texas. Idaho and South Dakota. Photo ID requested. Oh, wait a minute. Did I read that backwards? I did. So those were requested, the ones that, it's requested. Photo ID is requested but not required in the states I just read, including Texas and Florida. The ones that require a non-photo ID at least are North Dakota, Arizona, and Ohio. I'm sorry, they're using all greens, and the greens are very close in shade. That's the problem.
Okay.
So again, the photo ID requested, there's actually more of them. It's Florida, Missouri, Louisiana. Why can't I think of the state above Louisiana? Texas, Idaho, South Dakota, Michigan, and Connecticut. That's Rhode Island. Rhode Island. And also, I don't know if that's Delaware. What are they? They have part, like Ocean City, Maryland. It's so weird. They have Maryland broken up, like two different districts. And then the rest are no documents required. So all the other states.
Wow.
No document required at all. I know Pennsylvania and New Jersey is never asked. Like, I'll walk over to the table. I say my name. I tell them my address. They find my name in the book, and then I sign, and that's it.
Yeah. That's the way it is over here, too. You just tell them your name, and they look it up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably why we have the problems that we have. Because
yeah, like the woman in 2020 who went to go vote and found out someone already voted for her.
Mm-hmm. I think I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I know my neighbor's full name. I could go across the street, say her. I wouldn't do this because it's against the law, but say her name and they would show me her address, and I'd say, yeah, and sign it. I could do that, but I'm not going to because it's illegal. You see what I'm saying? Because there's no ID that's required.
That doesn't stop anyone else from doing it, though.
And that's the concern.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is like the most important thing that we have as Americans is having our voices heard with a vote. Showing some, maybe not photo ID, but a birth certificate, something to show that you are the person that you are, I think should be a requirement. And you know what's funny when they say, like the Democrats will say something that I consider very racist, in my opinion. They'll say that specifically black people have trouble getting IDs.
Yeah.
Which is racist.
Yeah.
But I'm not black. I did have trouble getting my ID because I could not get down there to renew it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could say that the poor may have trouble getting IDs. Not definitely have trouble, but may have trouble, like myself.
Right.
I did. But I have plenty of identification that's not my driver's license. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So a non-photo, like requiring a non-photo ID, why not? Sure. They also provide you with a voter registration card.
Yes.
And you can request a new one if you lost yours. Why not require that? They mail it to you and it's free.
Yeah, exactly. That would not be so bad. But
because
anyhow, I need to
go
step in here and go ahead and change things over. Cut you off a minute. Didn't mean to.
No, it's okay.
But Amazon Lion has to get going to bed, and she has a couple videos that she dug up.
Yeah.
And I figured let's go ahead and show those video clips while she's still here and hopefully still with us. Amazon Lion, you still with us?
I'm still here, and the 4 videos are at the very bottom of Shifty Sunday because I figured that might be the easiest way for you to find it.
Mm-hmm.
While you're looking that up, I just want to respond to something in the chat.
Okay.
Because Bone Breaking Action said, if you're dumb enough to vote, you're dumb enough to believe them, just a thought. And I'm going to say, like I said, you probably weren't here for the beginning. I remain a registered Democrat because then I can vote for the person who's going to cause the least amount of damage. By not voting, I don't think it's dumb to vote. I think you should still vote because you can prevent the worst case scenario. Because there have Pennsylvania, my state. You know who my senator is, right? Everybody know who the senator is from Pennsylvania?
Nobody knows.
Yes, you do. Come on. Come
No,
on, you know, dig deep. He's tall and bald, and he needs like a reader, like a thing to understand what people are saying. A display.
Oh, isn't that one guy that did he have a stroke? Is that him?
He had a stroke. Yes, he had a stroke. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Okay, so he won an election in his town for mayor or something by 1 vote. One vote. There's actually been elections where people have won by 1 vote or 10 votes. Something so stupid. And if all those people who think it's just dumb to vote actually voted, it could have changed the course of history.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
even
example.
if you hate all the politicians, vote for the one you hate the least. You know?
Yeah.
That's the way I see it, at least.
Speaking of politicians or non-politicians, because he never was a politician. Here's a Donald Trump thing, right?
Yeah, and I believe we showed it last year, but it was too cute and funny not to share again.
And I don't think I saw it last year, so I'm excited to see this.
I don't know what. I don't think we showed this at all, but okay, if you say so. So here's a Donald Trump.
But
What
there's
is
also one with a unicorn head.
Is this a Donald Trump squirrel feeder? That's what this is?
Yes.
This is hilarious, by the way. Here we go. Oh man, look at him. He's like
he sat down, he got tired.
That's funny.
He probably thinks it's a big acorn or something.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is so hilarious. Oh no. They need to put some holes in there so he can see.
It looks like he's eating something, like there's something inside of it for him.
Yeah, he's eating something.
Yeah, there's a. Huh?
I got it!
What the heck?
Tossie residents, Kurt
Okay,
speaking.
sorry guys,
All right,
there's
I'm
something.
headed to Blockbuster. I'll be back.
Sorry guys. I don't know why that. I guess it just plays the next video.
Yes, it does.
And my cursor is stuck. I can't move anything. And it just faded to black.
Uh-oh, we may be losing Hero for a moment.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we'll just do this and I'll get out of there and God, there it is again. I can't stop it. Okay, now I can. Whew, okay. We'll just
That was a horrible interruption.
Yes, it was. All right. Well, here's I love this one. I've seen this one earlier. In fact, I asked you to share it. This is cool. This is really cool, actually. And if I can get it up there on the screen. My computer's being dumb. I don't know. There we go. Maybe it's time for an update. Who knows? All right, here we go. Yeah, this is. I found this really cool, and
Yeah, I thought it was neat.
I can't get the sound. I guess we don't have sound. We don't need sound. Okay.
But this is a merry-go-round in a tank of fish. And the little bitty ones are literally riding the merry-go-round.
Yeah, look at this. You can see they're actually on the horses. You know what I just thought of?
So are the goldfish like the parents waiting for their kids to get off the ride?
That's so cute.
You know what I just thought of though?
What's that?
You look at the fish that are on the horses. That kind of looks like the horses have wings.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be cool. I want to get that for my fish tank now.
Right.
So we have that one, and there's this one, which I thought was kind of cool. And let's see. Oh yeah, well, they're singing it, so we can't. I don't think we can get copyright stricken. They're just.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering myself.
It's a cappella. I don't think you can really get hit with something if it's a cappella.
Is it the one of the small, or the class of small children singing an 80s song that we grew up with?
Mm-hmm. I think it should be okay. It should be okay. Famous last words. All right, here we go. Oh, the music is playing. Okay. Okay. So what we'll do is just play a little bit of it, I guess. I don't know.
Because the intro in itself is pretty long.
Okay, I'll stop it right there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we have it.
There you have it. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool.
Some videos I thought were interesting and wanted to share.
And the kids are even doing like the air guitar thing.
Right.
It's adorable. On the tables.
Yeah, I wish I could play the whole thing, but I definitely know we would probably get a strike for that.
Yep.
So, okay, well, there you have that.
Thank
Amazon
you, everyone, for having me on the show. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to everyone in the comments and to everyone out there. Peace and love. You're in my thoughts and you're all in my prayers. And I love you and I hope to see you all next week. Good night.
Good night, Amazon Lion.
Good night.
right. Well, with that happening, I think we need to go to a small break, just a short one,
Did
and
you see
then
my message?
wait. Are you leaving too?
I will be leaving within like the next 20, 25 minutes. I have a show to do tonight still.
You got a show tonight. Okay. Well, do you want to just go ahead and end it then?
Well, if you still have stuff you want to show, I mean, like I said, I still have like 20, 25 minutes. And
No, it's
you and
cool, dude.
Saji are here, so.
We've been on for 3 hours. I
Well,
mean,
it's your show, it's up to you. I still have
Saji,
time.
what do
Yeah, I'm
you?
fine with ending it now.
All right. Yeah, sounds good to me, dude.
I mean, you're
Saji,
always welcome to hop on my show, too. If you're still up and raring to go, you know?
I should be.
Well, then you should just hop right over then.
I will.
I mean, you could take a break and eat something, so I know you need to eat something, so.
Well, right now I just need a cigarette, but yeah.
Yeah, I have it set for like 105.
Darn. You know what? Instead of doing my normal outro, I'll play that clip of the rest of that, like not the rest of it, but just a little bit more of it, and then out we go.
All right, well, thank you for having me. It was good to see everyone in the chat. If you'd like, around 1 o'clock Eastern time, so in about a half hour, we will be live on my channel. And Saji, you're welcome to stop in too, but I know you go to bed early, but you're welcome to stop in anytime. Anytime you want. If you're awake, you're welcome to stop on the show.
All right. I'll keep that in mind for future reference. I doubt I'll be awake for tonight's show.
Yeah, it is a little late, a little on the late side. But yes, please do.
But yeah, so you can get a jump on that, you know.
Thank you.
But yeah, thanks for being on, and thanks Saji for being on, and Amazon Line. And thanks for everyone for watching and hanging in here. Man, feels good to do a show on a Sunday. I gotta say, we did that show on the Monday that was the last one we did, and it just didn't seem right. You know what I mean? It's just good to do one on Sunday. I think we had a lot of great topics, and I don't know, man. That's just I had a lot of fun with you guys, and thanks once again for being on. And well, I'll hand it over to Saji now.
Did what everybody else said. I mean, it's always fun coming on here and doing the show with you guys. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the chat. I always have a good time. I hope everybody enjoyed the show as much as I do. Good night and God bless everybody.
Like I said, thank you again to Hebrew for having me on. Thank you to Amazon Lion for the memes and the cute reels at the end. Thank you to Sadie for being here. It was good because we missed you when you weren't here. So I'm happy to see you're back. And good to see all of you in the chat. And hopefully I'll see all of you in the chat on my channel after the show. So have a great night, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Well, that's the end of the show. I would like to thank everybody for kindly watching, stopping by. Please do give us a like if you like this live stream. And we'll see all of you next time. For Hebro77, this has been Jeff Zanzibar, Sandy Diva, and Amazon Line, along with me,
and
good old
of course,
Hebro77, saying, we'll see all of you next Sunday. Shifty Sunday, that is. Good night, everyone. Do. I'm a big boy. Tommy, no. What? Why? Oh. Well, look, he's okay. Tommy, what the...